Okay, so now that we have the recording session and also the meet and greet session done, I think it's now time for us to get into the conversation and also to the purpose of this event. So, a little bit about myself, though you most of you know. My name is Desmond Daze. I'm a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador at the Beta Milestone here at the University of Cape Coast. And today I'm going to take you into a wonderful world of Power Automate, which happens to be part of the Microsoft Power Platform. Now, this actually happens to be one of like the best tools out there, especially for we the no code guys. Those of us who don't like coding that much, this is actually going to be interesting to us. So, without much ado, I think we are going to get started. So let me just jump into the first slide. So first things first, this is a welcome to the Microsoft Power Platform. And the Power Platform actually consists of the Power BI, that's for business intelligence. So mostly if you are having business analytics, you want to have insights, more insight into data and those stuff, we mostly use the Power BI for this stuff. Actually, there will be an event, I think, next week about this. So you guys should watch out for that event and also join as well as you've done over here. Sorry for the background noise. And after Power BI, the next on the list is the Power Apps. Now, this is actually a no-code tool that helps users to be able to develop applications faster without having to have my technical knowledge with programming languages and stuff. Having an idea of programming is good. It helps you in logically creating this application using the Power Apps platform. But you don't need to be too technical if you are using Power Apps. It's very easy to get started with, and that's the next event that I'll be personally holding after this event. So if you're into application development, Power Apps is a tool within the Microsoft Power Platform that can actually help you to achieve this. The next we have is Power Automate, and that is what we are going to talk more about in our event today. So I'm not going to delve more into this over here. When it is our session, we will talk about this. Then the last is the Power Virtual Agent, which actually helps you to kind of have some bot like on your site and other applications so that you can have intelligent virtual agent to be able to interact with your customers and other stuff. And these things are really, yes, Toby, these things are really done for you. So you don't have to stress yourself, especially because now in the world of AI and ML, people have to train these models in order to be able to be very intelligent. But Microsoft does all of these things for you. So you wouldn't have to stress much. Yeah, that's the beauty of using the Microsoft Power Platform. So that much I do. Let's delve right into uh, Power Automate. So, what at all is Power Automate that Desmond has been yapping about? Yes, Power Automate is actually a better and also an automatic way to get things done. Yeah. So it was previously known as the Microsoft Flow. That was the name for it previously because it was an essential solution that helps users to create workflows at the same time. Uh, that's like the workflows between application and services. At the same time, it also helps you to work on processes, that's like components, work processes, and also you can have like more of a visually appealing or oriented manner for you to be able to kind of work with these flows as well. So in today's event, you are going to get something done. We will actually be doing a demo for us to be able to kind of know how to go about the use of this. So from critical features to maximizing the workflow with Power Automate, even someone who is a newbie into this ecosystem can actually get to know the key features and also the benefits of Power Automate, and even become an experienced person within this field. So why at all are we using Power Automate? I'm sure that's the biggest question we are all asking. Why do we have to use Power Automate? Well, when we talk of Power Automate, then we are actually looking at a cloud-based service which enables users to create flow between like two or more applications and services, as I earlier stated. So, for example, we have something like SharePoint being linked to a range of other Microsoft solutions like OneDrive, Outlook, and those stuff. So, using Power Automate will help you to automate the workflows between these. If you are in a case where you have to replicate files, you have to gather data and perform like different styles on using these tools, Power Automate can help you automate all these processes without you having to manually be doing them one by one. And this really increases efficiency, especially if you are working in the workplace. So we have this teaser hashtag work less, do more. So you can actually tweet this if you're on Twitter, and I mean if you're online, you can be tweeting this, especially hashtag as well, because this is what Power Automate helps you to do. Now, you might be wondering, why should you use Microsoft Power Automate? And it's like, what is the big deal with it that you need to use Microsoft Power Automate? Well, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you need to use Power Automate. The first reason to use Power Automate is one, Power Automate helps you to give your time to more important tasks. Because you're automating these tasks, you don't really need to be spending much time on it. It allows you to have time to work on other important tasks if you are especially in the workplace. The second reason is it also eliminates repetitive tasks that you can do, so that you can do what you do best without having to always repeating what you have to do. So if it is a file you have to replicate, you don't always have to go open the site and other stuff to replicate that stuff. If you automate this using Power Automate, it can be done for you without even you having to like visit it, but you'll be assured that it is getting done. The third reason is it also offers you endless possibilities, especially with the hundreds, now it's even thousands of connectors available for you to use to automate your workflows. And the fourth point is it makes you powerful without any coding experience, as I earlier stated. This is for we, the no code people, those of us who feel like programming is a little bit too much, but we like tech. So if you are using Power Automate, you can get things done, you can automate processes without you having to write a single line of code. And that's how powerful it can make you. And also, it gets your back when you're away from your PC. So if you're not around, you definitely know that the work that you have to do has been automated and it is working without you having to worry about that. So the connectors that I spoke about earlier, these are the connectors that we have. So we have the Outlook, we have OneDrive, we have Microsoft Forms. And if we are talking about Outlook, then we are talking about you getting notified about important emails, getting reminder for maybe some no response emails, and also getting notified even about the weather change. These are all possible things that you can get done with Microsoft Automate. So a Microsoft Power Automate. So for the Outlook one and the OneDrive one, we are going to work on a project, a demo, which makes use of this. So stay tuned for that. For OneDrive, we have the Save Outlook attachment. You can do that. You can also keep track when a new file is uploaded into your OneDrive. You can also copy a file from one account to the other using Power Automate. We have the forms where you can get notified about new responses you receive. So, for example, in our school setting, there are lots of times that we use Microsoft Forms to kind of receive input from either users during our final year research and those stuff. So, using Power Automate, we can automate whenever we get a new response to be able to even send us a notification that you have a new response in your mail. Go and check it and see how you can use that in your project work. You can also record all the responses, whether in Microsoft Excel, your SQL Server table, and others as well. Let's see more connectors. So we have Gmail as well, where you can save attachments, send automatic replies, especially if you're starting up a business on campus, you can be using this. You can also save attachment from your email automatically to your Google Drive. You can also upload photos automatically. You can organize GitHub issues, store Facebook, Instagram comment, Facebook too. You can share your YouTube videos on Facebook. You can get notified about specific posts. If you have backups, you want to back up your photos, you can do all of this. You can share selected photos on Facebook. If you like to be notified about the new video on your favorite channel, Power Automate can help you to achieve all of these awesome tasks. So you might be wondering, what are some key features that I need to know about Power Automate? Because I'm sure now you're ginger to use Power Automate. So what are some key features that you need to know about it? Well, no need to talk much. You're going to talk about some of the key features of Power Automate that you need to know in order to make you more efficient in your work. So the first one is about pre-built template. So about pre-built template, Power Automate actually comes with template that makes it easier for you to actually start your automation process immediately. So you don't have to, always be thinking about how to create your flows. In fact, you can do that. But if you need something quick, there are templates for you. So just check it out with a pre-built template. And I'm going to show you that in the demo where you check out these templates and you can see how easily it is to get started with them. Also, some of the templates include like notification templates, approval templates, and those you are going to see all of these things in action when we start the demo. And so that's the first feature you need to know about, the pre-built template. Because these templates can help you get work done very easily and quickly. Now let's move to the next on our list. That's the custom workflows. So what custom workflows does is it provides you with the flexibility for users like us to be able to create efficient workflow according to the requirement or the requirement that you are given either by your boss, your company, or other stuff. So this can be an extensive drag and drop feature that allows you to create forms without even you typing in a single line of code. And that is the awesome thing about the custom workflows. We have more that when we open the site, I'm going to show you all and explain all of these things to you so that you can get up and running with Power Automate. The third feature we have to also know about are what you call the triggers and also action. So in Power Automate, workflows are created from attributes that we popularly call them triggers and actions. So a feature is, when talk of a trigger, then we are looking at an event at the initiation of the workflow. And an action is actually the procedure that is carried out because of the trigger that we put. So look at it from this point of view. When we trigger something, meaning we state that when this event occurs, now that becomes our trigger. So if this event occurs, do this and that. So doing this and that are the actions that occur when that trigger of this event occurring occurs. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to go over again, so don't worry. So when we talk of triggers, then we are looking at events that take place, and actions are the consequences that should result whenever that event take place. So I'm sure you get these two. So these are things you need to know: triggers and actions, because you are going to work with them more, especially when you are creating your own flows. The fourth thing that you have to know is integration with Microsoft 365. So, for example, Azure, Power Automate dynamically connect with the Microsoft 365 application by enabling users to execute their processes using their preferred tools. So you have to be able to kind of integrate with Microsoft 365, especially if you're using Microsoft 365 tools, like how we have here: Outlook, OneDrive, Microsoft Forms, and the like. And now there's this new feature. When it was, I think, the flow, it was more of like a little bit hectic. I mean, there are times that you want to create a particular flow, but you didn't know how to go about it that much. And this is where the next point comes into play. That is AI Builder. Now, the AI Builder is actually an incorporation of artificial intelligence feature into text recognition and also sentiment analysis being added to the Microsoft Power Platform in order to help in flexibility during automation. So sometimes you have like what you want to do in your mind, but you don't know how to go about it. And this is where the AI builder kind of comes into place and help you. And not even co sorry, and now even Copilot actually is embedded into it to help you achieve more as you work. So we proceed to what power how Power Automate actually improves productivity and transforms business as well. So the first thing is Power Automate will help you never to miss a deadline. It also helps you to seamlessly work in teams. I'm going to show you that when we get into the demo. It also helps you to sync systems and also services as well. It helps you to share business files quickly and easily. So if your boss asks you that, send me this report every Monday at 7 a.m. Using Power Automate, you can create a workflow that will send your boss that report, even the updated one, at 7 a.m. exactly. Maybe by that time you wouldn't be in the office, but your boss will be able to get that report that he's expecting quickly. We also have streamlining critical business operations. So Power Automate will help you, especially in the business sense, critical operations that you need to be doing at certain points. Like for example, as I said, the 7 a.m. Uh, issue with your boss, you can get it done even when you are not even in the office. There are even more critical business operations that need to take place at exactly certain times, and Power Automate can help you get that done quickly and easily. So the next is it also helps you to respond to customer service requests quickly, especially when you're using stuff like the Microsoft Outlook notification. There are some businesses that have connected their mails to their site where their customers send them messages and stuff. Sometimes, because the messages get too many, some companies kind of forget about some messages and kind of it seems like it has been ignored. But with using Power Automate, you'll be able to be notified when a high priority email arrives, especially from your customers. And this can actually help you to get things done easily and fastly. The next on our list is getting alert when there is a social media post about your company. So you can set a workflow which helps you to kind of know when you have an alert about your company being or your company posting something on social media. You can get that alert quickly to either like, follow, or even subscribe, especially in the case of LinkedIn. Like, you could get a notification about your company posting something and can quickly check in to like or even comments. So these are some of the stuffs that Power Automate helps us in order to be able to improve productivity within the business, and also helps you to transform the business as well. So without much ado, I think I'm going to check in the comment section for questions, and I already see one there. So I think the first question I have is from Jan. Oh, okay, Jan. So let me see the question. How can I connect Power Automate to apps that don't have built-in support? This is actually a very good question, because sometimes maybe the applications you're using don't have this. Yes. Am I audible? Okay, so I'm audible. It seems there was a network hitch at my end. Sorry for that. I'm using two devices, one to communicate my voice clearly, and also one with the screen. So sorry for that. So now let's jump right in and continue our discussion. So the question that Jana asked, actually, you can actually use custom APIs. That's our application programming interface to actually integrate into that application. So if you have the application you are trying to connect to has an API, then you can actually use, for example, HTTP action in the Power Automate to make HTTP requests, so that you can use that to communicate this stuff. So I have more questions. So I'm going to answer the next two questions then. I'll take the rest of them during the demo session. So Jana, apart from the HTTP using the custom API integration, you can also use custom connectors within Power Automate, because Power Automate allows you to create some of these custom connectors for services that don't have pre-built connectors or even pre-built in support, as you earlier said. So you can use custom connectors as well. So let me see the next question. The next question has to do with what is the main purpose of Power Automate productivity? So the main purpose of Power Automate productivity actually has to, sorry for that. Am I audible? Hello guys, am I audible? Okay, okay, I think I'm audible now. So the main purpose of using the Power Automate product, using Power Automate, is actually it helps us to automate repetitive tasks and also workflows. And doing this actually also improves productivity and also our efficiency, especially in the workplace. So I see someone saying they are trying to kick him off. Please check your network. Maybe it could be the internet connection. Yeah. So back to the question asked, that's the benefit of using Power Automate. It helps you to automate repetitive tasks that you'll be doing, like data entry, notification approvals, and rest. And automating these processes can actually help you to also free up time for more strategic work within the company, thereby making you more useful within the company. So apart from this, we also have time savings as well. So automating your tasks within using Power Automate can also actually save your time and also lead to more productivity, as I earlier stated. And it actually helps you to get things done more quicker and reduce manual workload on you as well. So that would be the benefits of using the Power Automate. Yeah. So I see the next question. What's the best way to set up approval processes in Power Automate? Like when multiple people need to approve something. So in the case of having like multiple people having to approve something, you can actually set what you call an approval process where multiple people, as you earlier stated, can approve something in Power Automate. And we have few ways of kind of doing this. One, I think, is you can use method like starting wait for an approval action. Yeah, and also I think they have sometimes approval, everyone must approve, or approval first to respond. I think the first to respond is one that I've seen it being in use. So if one person responds to the approval or the thing that needs to be approval first, it kind of leaves, and I mean it's not available for like other people. So in a company where maybe they respond to tickets and they have like about say 20 people who kind of check this ticket, the first person to open the ticket kind of works on that ticket, and the rest of the people don't have any kind of any more access to it. I mean, they can access it, but like there's no need for them to respond since it has already been responded to already. So that's how Power Automate can also help or set up approval processes, and also like especially when you are having multiple people having to approve the same thing. So I think this is also a good question, Lana. Thank you for asking that question. And I have one question here. What is the meaning of is it transform business? Transform business. What is the meaning of that? So when we talk of transforming business, then we are looking at the step-by-step process of kind of making significant changes to maybe the way a company will operate, how maybe they engage with their customers in order to like improve performance, to be able to stay competitive and the like within the business ecosystem. So it can take like a lot of different forms, but mostly we think of it as like you rethinking or like restructuring like various aspects of your organization in order to like achieve better results, and that's what how I would define the transform business as well. Yeah. So let me see. Okay, I have one question from Jeremy as well. Let me see. What are some common challenges people face when trying to scale automation with Power Automate, and how can they solve them? So, Jeremy, I have your question. And if you like to scale automation with Power Automate, this can actually be very, very important and also beneficial to kind of improve efficiency within uh, like in your workplace. But businesses, as you readily said, they sometimes encounter several challenges that about this. So one of the things they can do is actually to break down large flows. So you are using Power Automate. It's actually helping you in the long run, but you have to kind of sometimes break down some of these large workflows, make it a little bit smaller, things that you can manage, so that you can use those charge flows to be able to handle specific tasks and make it easier for you to update when there's a need for updating. And I think sometimes too, with regards to maybe usage limit too, I think if you upgrade your license, it will actually help you. When we get into the demo part, I'll show you the license that we have available. And I mean, upgrading the license will help you to achieve more as well. Yeah. So I think these two should answer the question that Jeremy posted. And we have one here. Is Power BI paid software? No, it's free for use, but if you would want how do I put more capabilities, should I put it that way? Yeah, but if you want more capabilities, then you pay for it. But normally it's, I mean, yeah, we have the free version, but we have also the paid version. So if you want it to work more, like it wants more capability, then you go for the paid version as well. Yeah. So that is it about Power BI. We have the can another question here. Can Power Automate connect to systems or data within let me see. Okay, can Power Automate connect to systems or data that are on my company servers? That's like on-premise company servers. So yes, Power Automate can actually do this. It can connect to like systems that are hosted on your company's on-premise server. But if you like to enable this feature, then you do it. You use a feature called I think on-premise data gateway, yeah, we have some time. I'll actually check that up and send it to you in our WhatsApp platform, yeah. But they have a service side that, and that kind of gateway can will act like as a bridge between your Power Automate, that's like services within the Power Automate, and also your on-premise data sources. So I think that can actually work as well. Uh, Let me see. So we have another question. The questions keep coming, guys. We might not even get time to do the deal, but it's cool. So after answering these few questions, I think we'll see then we can take the rest after the demo. So once someone is asking, once my flows are up and running, how can I keep track of their performance? This is also a nice and very good question. So when it is up and running, indeed you have to monitor your performance, how things are going over there. So Power Automate itself offers several tools and also features for you to be able to achieve this, to be able to track the performance and also even the health of your flows as well. And this can help you to maintain operational efficiency. So we have what we call the flow run history. So if you go on the Automate platform, I think I'll check and let you have that. Yeah. So if we have the flow run history, which can help you to keep track of your flows that you've created within the Power Automate. Yeah. And let me see. I think you missed the session and just saw PPT. Watch recording. Okay. Yeah, the recording will be made available to you guys after the meeting. So no need to shiver. Yeah. Okay. So I think the next on the list is about how Power Automate quickens common education tasks. So as we are in the university, there are a lot of tasks that we achieve, and I'm just going to make mention of few stuff that, for example, if you're doing your research work, you definitely will create surveys that uh, people outside will fill for you to be able to draw conclusions based on those surveys. So Power Automate can actually help you to take these surveys. It can actually help you to kind of collect the responses, know when someone has responded to the event that not the event, someone has actually responded to the form that you placed out there. So this is one way you can work around it. If you have a investment, maybe they make use of sending out internship letters, you can use Power Automate to actually automate the process so that whenever a new student submit their details for internship, it can quickly pick the template that has been created within maybe Microsoft Word or something, and just populate it at the places that are required, and automatically send you your internship letter so that I can use it as you go out to work during internship and stuff. So how do I record the meeting and where the recording is? I'm doing the recording, and afterwards I'll try and send you the link to be able to make use of the recording. So yeah, the recording will be given. Thank you very much also, Toby, for answering that for me. Yeah. Okay. So now I think we go and jump into the demo. Yeah, now we jump into the demo. So I'm going to stop sharing screen, then I will share my screen. So I'm stop sharing slide and share screen. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if it's possible, but I'm sure you guys can see my screen now. I'm having another device here, which my screen is showing. So I'm sure you guys too can actually see my screen here as well. So I'm going to go over how we can get this thing done. So first things first, we need to go to the website, the Power Automate website. So you can quickly just put in Power Automate over here. You do a quick Google search. That's the first thing that'll come up. Then click on Microsoft Power Automate. All right. So this is the interface that is going to be presented to you. Yeah. Can you give me a second? Let me check this out. Okay. So first things first, you have to sign in into the process to start with. But if you don't have an account, you can click on Start Free. Okay, then you provide your email, then you can create your account and confirm your credentials. I'm not going to do this, especially for the sake of time. I'm just going to sign in. And if you need any help, I'm readily available in the WhatsApp platform to answer all your queries. So I'm just going to sign into my account so that I show you how you create a flow and the like. Sorry. So over here, this is the interface that you get. We have the home which shows you like the whole interface uh, for it. Now we have Copilot also embedded into Power Automate, which is so awesome because it helps you to do a lot without having to stress much. We have the create over here where if we click on it, it will allow us to be able to create our own flow. So we have the automated cloud flow, which is actually triggered by a designated event. We have the instant cloud flow where which is triggered manually as needed when something's clear. You also have the scheduled cloud flow where you can choose when and how often a particular flow would run. And we have the describe it to design it, which is a feature where AI has been embedded into Power Automate to help you kind of build awesome flows that work and help you to achieve efficiency within your business. Don't forget, you can actually install Power Automate for your desktop so that you'll be able to get things done easily without having to always come online and stuff. So you can actually click on install and it will get it installed for you. And we have all of these stuff, desktop flow, process mining. Then we have what we call the templates. Now the templates are actually what, as I said earlier, these are pre-built flows that are there for you. So we have grouped they have been grouping they've been grouped into shared with me. That's if in case someone shares a flow with you, this is where you are going to see it. We have flows for remote work. So if you work remotely, you can have a flow for that. If you also want to a flow for approvals, like creating a planner task when a Microsoft Forms is submitted, start an approval when a file is added to SharePoint. These are all approval flows that have been created for you that you can make use of. And there are a whole lot that you can see when you visit the site. So let me make this available to you guys. Let me click on home and make the link available to you guys. So it comes with actually my environment. So I'm just going to copy the essential part for you guys. Let me place it in the chat. Okay, I see the chat here. Okay. So yeah, I see Emma. I just came to the chat. Saw your chat. Can I collaborate on a document in real time in Teams? Yes, you can. These are all parts of the Microsoft Power Automate. So you can do that. The next is my flow. So if you've created a new flows or you create a new flow, this is where you are going to find them. So previously I had created have I been on there's actually a website that shows whether if like your staffs or your passwords, your data has ever been leaked on maybe dark web or something like that. Have I been found this website that you can check that out? So they had a service here, and I still receive notifications whether if there's been a breach or something like that. So this is there, and I had this one when a YouTube video is uploaded. Send an email because I have a YouTube channel. I was having this so that anytime they sometimes because the videos might be large, I just leave it on and just move out after trying to upload. So whenever it is done, it just sends me a message, an email for me to know that it is now uploaded. And I can then use the link and share it with friends who would like to watch those videos. So I'm just going to talk about these few ones. These are like the basic ones you need to know in order to get started using the Power Automate. So let's look at template. We're just going to pick one template, work with it quick, and we can call it a day. The rest of it you can explore on your own. And if you would like to ask more questions, you know where to find me. You can get me in the WhatsApp platform to answer your questions. Okay, so the next thing that let me share something with you quick. That is a resource that you can help you to learn more about Power Automate. So let me see if I can get our chat. Okay, so I click on this. Yeah. So now let's pick the first one. So that will be quick. Save Outlook email attachment to our OneDrive. Yeah, this sounds good. So this can be a situation where maybe you are receiving, say, certificate. You've been taking online courses and you are getting certificate, but you don't want all of them to always be checking your emails in order to be able to download your certificate. You can actually use this flow so that anytime there's an certificate mail sent to you, that attachment of the certificate will just be dropped into your OneDrive without you having to like always be checking your mails for that. And that's the benefit of using this. So what you have to do is this will connect to your Outlook. So you can click on this three dots if you don't have. They can set up. So what it is open an authentication platform for you authenticate your Outlook through Power automate. And also because about second. Okay. I think my network has been fixed. Yeah, I had to. Yeah, thank you very much, John. So I think I'm back. I'm back now. Yeah. So let me just go. So this was. I hope my screen can still be seen. Awesome. So we connect to our Outlook. That is our mail service provider. That's Outlook, and also we have the OneDrive. So after setting, all it will open is an authentication page for you to just authenticate, and you are done. Then after this is done, you click on Create Flow. Okay, so as it is creating the flow, yes, now we have our flow created. Awesome, that's great. So now what you have to do is to send ourselves a mail. So if you like to send a mail to us, feel free to do so. I'll leave the attend on and we'll run. Okay, sure, got it. So all we have to do is to get our flow running. Our flow is already running, so you have to test it with a mail. So I'm going to open another, let me see. So let me first copy my email. Let me just paste it in the group so that if anyone wants to send an email with an attachment, they can feel free to do so. As I also test it out here. So I've dropped it over here. Let me just quickly show how everything is working. Give me a second. Okay, so I think I have another email service open here. And so let me just quickly send myself an email. Okay, so I have one here with an attachment. Okay. So this is the PDF version of the event, that the PowerPoint slides. So I'm going to quickly send it again. So let me see, event, Power Automate events. Automate events. Let me add some content. First is first email. Let me attach a file. Okay, so the file will be, okay, good, the PDF. Okay, so send. So let me come here. Let's check our Outlook email. I click on that and try to sign into my account. Okay, so I have it over here. And so you can say we receive the message Power Automated Event, just like I said, and we have our attachments over here. So what you can do is to check OneDrive to see if the attachment was saved over there. So I think I have to sign into OneDrive. We'll be finishing up very soon. So if there are any questions, you can leave it in the chat. Afterwards, I can answer them offline or even for us. So please don't forget your questions. You can leave them in the chat after the meeting. I can answer you, or you can drop it on our WhatsApp platform. And my network is also gone. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Sorry for that. Let me just quickly finish up with this so you guys will see that it was shown on the screen. I'm having some network challenges over here, so that's what is causing that. Sorry for that. I know there's another class, so some might be going off soon. So I get it, but I'm almost done. Yeah. So we have the mail sent. You've seen the mail. So all we want to see is to see the effect on the platform. That is to see the attachment within the OneDrive account. Yeah. So that's what we are waiting for. So it's taking a while to get my OneDrive running. I just need to type it again. Okay, so I think we have it now. Yes, I'm just going to click over here, OneDrive, but it's not really a commission. This is a different one. Okay, so it seems the internet is a bit hectic. The internet is actually very, very bad. So I'm not able to open that part, but no worries. Yay, we have it here. So after opening your OneDrive account, you can just click on My Files. So you click on My Files. It's still not opening. Let me click on the form. Okay. Okay. So when you click on home, we come back to My File. We can see we have one over here, email attachment from Power Automate. Let me refresh the page. Okay, so we can see that we have Power Auto slide. That's what we had over here in our email, which was sent like about 6 minutes ago. If we look at the time, let me see the time is here. It was sent around this time. Sorry, let me pick the right one. Yes, it was sent around 11:44 here. This is actually not my standard time. The timing on Outlook is different. That's why I've seen that. But this is the corresponding attachment you have over here, which was by 6 hours, 6 minutes ago when I sent the file. So this is how easy it is to get up and running with sharing. So without much ado, this is what I have for you guys today. I know there's another class, that's why off and you have to attend that class. So it's cool. And I'm going to actually end the recording. So let me just switch back here. Okay, and also to get your styles automated, look at Power Apps and other interesting Bye.